Hello and welcome. 5 steps to creating a large passive income so that you can have that ultimate time freedom that is so desired, right? So welcome. I'm just sorry, getting hair out of my face. I am Debbie Dunford. It is so great to be here with you today. And as you are hopping on, go ahead and say hi. And if this is the first time you've been on, welcome. We're excited to have you here. Great to have you join the community. And tell me who you are, where you're watching from, and what the weather is like outside today. We've got a little bit of overcast here in Utah. It's been really hot, but it's overcast today, so we'll see how it's going. Hey Sharon, hi, nice to see you. Melanie, hi. And Becky is here. Yeah, go ahead and say hi where you're watching from so that I can come in and say hi to you. So, okay, let me start to say, okay, Dawn from Michigan. Hello, Dawn. Cindy from Denver. Nice to have you here. Cherie, hello, Miss Cherie. Adele, hello. I did not just try to do that. You know Adele, the hello song, did not just try to do that. I was just saying hi, but that's what ended up happening. So Susan from Wisconsin. Hello Jennifer. Hello Eileen and Karen from Australia. Hello Lauren. Hi Susan. It's overcast, huh? Yeah, overcast here. Warm in Richardson. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Congrats on the belt. Yes, thank you. It's icy. Really? Icy from California. It's gorgeous, huh? Interesting. Okay, Yorktown, New York is Melanie Sweet. Hello, Nicole. Nice to see you. Anita is here in the house from the Netherlands. Awesome. Okay, sweet. And Erin's here. Alicia is here. Sweet from Tennessee. Adele. Yeah, I know. I really love Adele and her singing, but I did not try to do that. That was just funny. Okay, so today we're going to talk about the 5 steps to create a large passive income, okay? So what would it do for you to have a passive income? What would that do for you? I'd love to hear what that would do specifically for you if you were to have that passive income, large passive income, okay? What would that do for you? How would that impact your life? Eileen, it's family nickname. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, and Sean's from England. Hey, Sean, been chatting with you a little bit. So what would that do for your business if you could have that large, or for yourself, and how would that impact your life if you could have that large passive income? Cherie says it would give her more freedom. Cindy says you could retire. Okay, awesome, sweet. So different things, and you know, my Facebook is always several seconds lagged, but so as more comments come in, I'll talk about those. But hey Shanae, nice to see you. So and these ideas are from a blog that Fernie did actually, and so I wanted to give him a shout out and appreciate his ideas on this, and have some more comments coming in. So Valentine says freedom to create, learn, and help, etc. Shanae says, my husband could quit his job. Pretty awesome. Jennifer says it could give her kids an amazing experience, or amazing experiences. Eileen says it would take a lot of pressure off. Okay, and allow me more time to enjoy life. Yes, Erin says, I could sleep in. Hallelujah, no alarm, right? Adele says, I could fire my boss and spend more time with my kids and pursuing passion projects. Sweet. So you like to do projects, and it's hard to find time for those, right? Sean says, hugely, like Paul McCartney, still earning from songs he wrote, recorded in the 1960s. Okay, awesome. And Julie, hey, Julie, nice to see you. So in the beginning, when you first start out, what are the things, well, let me back up. So there was a 7-figure earner that told this story from stage, or not really a story, but just told like how he lived his life, how he had this 7-figure business. He said, this is how I make money. And he paused, waited, right? Built up the suspense a little bit. And he said, I get up and do nothing. I get up and do nothing. That's how I make my big money. Okay, but it didn't always start out that way. The point is that he got to the place where he was passively receiving income daily. He didn't have to do things. So what are the things that it took for him to get to that point? Okay. First thing, when you're first starting out, what are you doing? The first, kind of at level one, what are you doing when we first start building our business? We're doing a lot of manual face-to-face, right? Presentations are face-to-face. And maybe it's even social media face-to-face where you're online. Like I know I did that. I'd go and I'd do this online social media event, right? And I had people there, but I had to be there at the specific time, presenting these specific slides and all those things. And I had to be there to manually do that, to answer the questions, to make sure all the information was going at a specific time. And it was like this rush. It was like, okay, we'll do this. Okay. They were all timed too. Like, okay, every 2 minutes I have to send a new post. Every 2 minutes I have to put out a new post. Like it was just super quick and really stressful. But it was manual. I had to be there doing that. Even trainings, those are all things that are manually done, right? Especially when you first start out, that's like basic level, okay? Then you can get into the second thing, which is automating lead generation, okay? Let's see, going back to Sharon saying freedom to live, awesome. Julie's saying, wouldn't that be so nice? I'm anxious for this day to come. And it will come depending on the amount of work you put in and the amount of work the amount of times you're willing to try and fail and try and fail. Okay, it absolutely can happen. So, hey now, Elaine, nice to see you. So the second thing is automating lead generation. So what is the number one problem that most marketers face? What is that number one problem? And if you think, what's been my number one problem? You'll probably be able to figure out what the number one problem is that most marketers face. Okay, and Julie's saying, I'm trying to get through all the training so I can put it all on automation. Yep. Okay, so what's that number one problem? Trying again, lag, delay. Kind of hard to ask the question and then wait for the answer because it's like 15 to 20 second delay on my end. But okay, no audience. Yeah, nobody to talk to. Don's saying, I've tried and failed several times. Yep, and that's totally normal. Totally normal. You just have to not stop doing that. So automating lead generation, yes. So the number one problem is, not enough people. Yeah, Adele's saying it, not enough leads. Okay, and we say leads in this online arena. People that don't know online, then it's getting people to talk to, right? Having those prospects. So that is like the biggest problem, is having people to talk to. So yeah, like we want to attract people to us. That's what we're trying to make happen with our automated lead generation system, right? So one of those options is Facebook. Okay, that's one of the ways that you can create an automated system and have people coming to you, attracting people to you. That's one avenue where you can have that happen, and that's the automation piece. I don't have enough people to talk to. I'm going to create this system so it's automated, so now I do have people to talk to. Okay. Julie says, that's my problem, hands down, no idea who to speak to. Hi from Cameroon. Ooh, cool. Hey, Zoe. People to talk to. Yep. Hey, Anne-Marie. Let's see. So when you stop is when you really fail. Yep, Dawn, you're absolutely right. Lots of rejection. Yeah, that happens a lot, Eileen. Very true. So that is another problem. Whoops, I keep doing that. There's my room. Let's go back. I don't know what I'm pushing. I must be too close to the switch place. Anyway, so that's one of the biggest things. So once you have that automation in place for lead generation, and yeah, that takes some skill, that takes time to learn that skill. And all these things take time, all these steps that I'm going to talk about. It's not, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, done, we're good. It takes time. But once you have that lead generation in place, then that automation is done for you. You don't have to go out and prospect anymore. So does that save time? Yeah, no more time. I can't even explain. And you guys, I'm sure, have similar stories, but I cannot even tell you how many hours I previously spent trying to find people to talk to, trying to friend request people that I didn't know, you know, friend requesting strangers and sending scripted messages. I did all that, and that took so much time. I didn't have time to try and build a business. I was trying to find people, right? Let me know if that resonates with you. Is that something that you've spent so much time doing? And would that totally change and help you gain some time freedom by automating that? So, hey, Olive is in the house. Facebook is a way to have automation. Yes. Okay, magic tricks now. It takes time. Yeah, it absolutely does. Yeah, Julie says, I can't wait to get there. Yes, sister, yes. Okay, awesome. Standing at markets for hours, wasted time. Oh yeah, Karen, yeah. It's such a big waste of your time. And you know, I think back on all that time that I didn't spend with my kids, or that I was so grouchy tired the next day because I was up late at night trying to send all these people messages, hoping to get somebody, right? So yeah, such a problem led me to EMP. Yeah, and Anne says, absolutely, yes, automation helps. Lane says, yeah, definitely wasted too much time sending annoying messages with like, if any response. I think you meant with little, if any response. Yeah, I hear you, Lane. That's totally how it was for me. So having that lead generation automation in place where you don't have to worry about that time anymore, such a huge win. But then we have other things that are still manual, okay? That's why we have more steps, because we still have the presentations that are manual, the trainings that are manual. We don't have everything automated yet. So the third thing is that you really need to create systems that convert, okay? So how do you automate things so that your prospect becomes a customer or a distributor in your business? What are some, what can you automate? What's a process that you can go through to automate things so that people convert? Waiters nationwide are so happy I found a lead generation system. I love that. Yeah, okay, because you were talking to all those waiters, right? As you were going to dinner. Yeah, love that. So how can you, how do you automate things? What are some ways that you can automate things, or some processes so that you can get customers and distributors? The first, there's really, I mean, there's several different ways, but really some of the main things that we use here at attractionmarketing.com are webinar funnels and sales funnels, okay? So a sales funnel, what's that? Well, simply, it's a sales process that takes you through a website, okay? That's a sales funnel. And a webinar funnel is, it's an online presentation where you have an offer at the end. So that presentation happens, you know, so you might have to do it live 1 or 2 times, and then it becomes the automated piece where you just hit go, and it's a recording. So you just let it go and people go through the webinar. You don't have to be there, happens on its own. And at the end, you have an automated process for people to join you. So again, you don't have to be involved with that process. You don't have to be the one at the home or talking to the waiter, right? That you don't have to be the one doing that presentation and trying to get them to become a customer or a teammate distributor, okay? Again, that's the automation process. So you see how, like, getting each little piece automated, you know, 1 step at a time makes a big difference. Stacy says, oh, I'm just getting on. I'll have to watch the replay for the first part of this that I missed. Yeah, absolutely. That's the great thing about the lives. They get recorded and you can watch them again. So those are the 2 main things we teach here, how you can automate that conversion process, okay? And then one thing, the fourth thing, I think fairly often kind of gets overlooked, and it is tracking, okay? You need a system to keep track of where people are at in your funnel process. You need a tracking system that tracks from your ad to your lead, from your lead to your customer distributor, and then from, hey, I'm a newbie, to I'm a trained distributor. Okay, you need a tracking system that tracks all of that. How come? what would be the purpose of having all of those items tracked? Let's see, what are we saying? Julie says, I love being on live webinars, but yes, it would be amazing to record it and then let it go after the initial work. Yep, that's the beauty of the webinars. You can do them live or you can set them on record, either way. So what would be the purpose? What's important about tracking? If I don't have stuff coming in, don't see comments yet. So I'll fill you in. That okay? That cool if I fill you in? So one thing is that each step needs to reach certain numbers for your business to grow. You need to have a certain number of leads to become, and then a certain amount of customers from those leads, and then you need to have a certain amount of distributors and stuff, and distributors that are getting trained, right? So you need to keep track of all those things. So yeah, Julie says, so you know where people are and where they need to go. So that, yeah, Jennifer says, keep a track of what you do. Right, yeah, so if you don't know how many people are becoming leads and what that's costing you, if you don't know how many people are becoming customers and what that's costing you, and each piece of the puzzle, if you don't know where the numbers are at, you don't know where the gaps are when gaps happen and when things start falling through the cracks. If you don't track that, you have no idea what needs to be fixed or where you can fix it at. Okay, so you may, that can cause a really big problem, not knowing where you're at or where things stand and where those gaps are. Let's see what other people are saying before I move on. Tracking tells us how effective our system is. Yes. Lets you evaluate. Yeah. Stacy says, I'm a huge numbers person. I'm constantly watching my numbers to see what is going on with my stuff. Fantastic. Tracking tells you what works and what doesn't. In other words, split testing. Yeah, it's like split testing. Yep, absolutely. So that you can see, again, where those gaps are. Because you don't know what to work on if you don't know where the problem is, right? Okay, so then the fifth thing is training automation. So training automation is really just creating videos, right? For, or maybe it's a worksheet or something, or not a worksheet, but like a typewritten document or something. But trainings are things to show your team how to do each step of the process that you want them to go through so that they can be successful. It's what they can duplicate, the steps, the process they can go through to create success in their business, okay? So, question for you though, because this might be, yeah, I'm curious what you think. Does your training, like if you're waiting to build a team or you have a small team or whatnot, and you're concerned about bringing the large amounts of people into your team without this process in place, do you need to have the training automation in place prior to bringing people into your team, to getting distributors or teammates? Do you need to have those trainings in place? Wondering what you think. Let me see what people are saying here. Oh, Jamel's here. Great morning, Jamel. Nice to have you here. So what do you think? Do you need to have those trainings completed and you've gone through and said, okay, this is exactly what I'm going to do. This is step 1. This is step 2. These are the videos. I'm going to record these videos. Do you need to have all of that in place in order to bring people into your team? Valentine says it works along the line. I'm not quite sure what you're saying. Oh, I think I know what you're saying. Okay, that's what Shanae's been worried about. Yeah, me too, Shanae. Jennifer's saying no, preferable, but Elaine says preferable, but okay to start wherever you are. Cindy says, I hope not. Okay. Karen, no. Take imperfect action. No, but I feel like I need to. Hey, Becky Graff is in the house. Okay, so Julie says, I worry that I do need, oh, that went too fast. I worry that I do need that done, but I'm guessing now no. I think so. That way you're ready to help them once they are recruited. Some people say no, just do it. No. Some people say yes. No, not necessarily, but if you have time, why not build them? Okay, love that. Not with a ready-made system available. Okay, so, and let me be specific. I'm talking about your own network marketing company. We've got the affiliate side with attractionmarketing.com, and you're learning all the strategies. You're learning the lead generation. You're learning about tracking here and there. So now we're getting the customers, okay, that automation, we're bringing customers into your network marketing company, if that's what you're doing. And no, you do not have to have it in place. You can learn, or you can build it as you grow, okay? You can bring people in and let them know, hey, I am starting to build this new training series. I'd love your feedback. Let me know if there's things I'm missing, you know, because I want this to be great training. So please give me your feedback. Let me know if there's gaps I have, if there's things you didn't understand, if there's pieces that I'm missing that would have been helpful for you. So you can get that feedback and you can make it maybe even more effective than if you just tried to build it all up front on your own. That's not to say if you do, like you said, Anne-Marie, why not? If you have the time, go for it. But it's not necessary. And if you do build it beforehand, can you still get feedback and switch things up? Yeah, absolutely. Okay. But no, it's not necessary. And Adam Lyons, he's #1 dating coach in the world. He's got lots of businesses. And I was speaking to him, and he was saying that the best way, or the best time to solve a problem is when you have a problem. So if you have a lot of customers and distributors, solve the problem, create the system, right? When you're in the middle of it, when you're in the airplane riding in the air, that's when you create it. When you have that problem, that's when you're going to be forced to solve it. So don't worry, just take the action, just get things up and going, build your team, and then in the air, start building things in the air, and get your feedback, or get feedback from the different distributors. And then what that specific system looks like will totally depend on, it's totally up to you, what your business might need, what your team needs, the different products you're selling, you know, so each system is not going to be exactly the same. So you get to decide that, which is the cool part. You get to decide which pieces you're going to include, which pieces you're not. And that's what that feedback can do for you when you have that, those distributors and things give you their feedback. Okay. So Julie's saying that makes sense. Awesome. Let's see. Not necessarily. Okay. Awesome. So that is it for you today. Those 5 things. Now, if you want to look at more, there is more from Fernie. Oh, I didn't write down the name of the blog. That would be a problem. I didn't write down the name of the blog that I got this from. But it's about automation. So you can go look it up in the back office, because there are more pieces that I did not include that he included in his blog. So if you'd like the rest of that information, go there at elitemarketingpro.com/blog and look for the automation blog in there. Okay. That's the part that stresses me out. Yeah, I know. It can be stressful and scary to go and just jump feet first and say, okay, we're just going to do this. And, you know, it is what it is. It's scary. It's a risk, but there's what's the saying? No reward without risk, whatever it says. Karen, thanks every great info. Great. Okay, so if you got some value, put #value in the comments, and then you can join the Daily Dose of Awesome every Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern time. And we will see you all tomorrow. Have a great one.